Welcome back. It is time for Wild Wednesday. So every week we check in with Colorado Parks and Wildlife. We're joined with Joey Livingston here with CPW. As always, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
All right, Joey, first topic. So we got some video into our newsroom. It's of domestic horses in the freezing cold. So again, domestic horses, I got to add that BLM actually manages the wild horses in our state, but a lot of viewers reached out. What do animals do when it's freezing cold out? We're talking about deer, elk, moose. Do they do anything special?
Yeah, so they have several physical and behavioral adaptations that they've developed over millions of years to survive in the wild without human intervention. They'll grow thicker coats in the winter, but behavior-wise, they'll group up together to conserve their energy, conserve heat together. They'll also hunker down for long periods of time when it gets really cold. They'll find a place where the wind doesn't really hit them, all group up together, and they'll stay there for several days, maybe a week, not eating and surviving on their fat.
Just hanging out. I see that with deer all the time.
Yeah.
You see deer just kind of group up and they sit there all day, which makes for some nice photos.
Yes.
So there
Power
you go.
in numbers,
Animals
that's
are
for
used
sure.
to those freezing temps.
Right, better
And
than we are.
it is a tough time of year for them. Not all of them will make it, unfortunately.
yeah.
That's just kind of how nature is. Can be cruel sometimes, but the majority of them will survive.
Circle of life.
They do the best
Lion
they
King.
can, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so next thing, CPW is having a little fun with their wordplay on social media. It is January, but you guys were saying Janu A-E-R-I-E. And Aries, is that how I'm saying it right? Aerie is the nest for a bird of prey. So we're talking about bald eagles here, right?
Correct. Yeah, we posted a really cool video of some bald eagles at Bar Lake State Park, and you see the plane from DIA flying there in the
that's
background. So you can find bald eagles all over Colorado. Many of our state parks have bald eagles, but Bar Lake specifically has a resident eagle nest that reproduce there every year, and so it's a great place to go out and view those eagles. You'll get some other ones that are there as well.
Yeah.
And
Their
if you go
nests
there,
are huge.
They're huge too.
They're 4 to 6 feet wide, so they're very big nests, built with sticks, layered with moss and grass to kind of keep them warm. But if you head to Bar Lake in April, you might see some baby eagles out there too.
Oh, okay, that's
always
awesome.
love
Yeah,
to see.
I
get
think
so
there's an eagle cam up that way, isn't it?
There
One of
is,
the city owns one, so we'll have to scope that.
You don't
out.
have to necessarily be out there to see it with the cool camera.
There you go. We're so
that.
lazy. Just send us your good.
We just talked about how cold it's going to be, okay?
You're smart, Brady. Last topic. I like this topic. It's cold out. We've addressed that. But ice fishing, I'm wondering, what are the top spots for maybe beginners or somebody who hasn't done it in Colorado in our area?
Yeah, ice fishing is a great way to get outdoors during the wintertime. There's, not a lot of activities with it being so cold. Most people stay inside, but, there's still some great opportunities to get out there. Ice fishing is one of them. Some local places that are pretty popular. I would say for beginners, Manitou Lake, which is north of Woodland Park, off the highway there. It's a pretty small lake, but we do keep it stocked and is a pretty good place for beginners. Now 11 Mile State Park is one of the most popular places to ice fish in the state. There'll be hundreds of people out there sometimes ice fishing. It's a very big reservoir, lots of people out there. But I do want to mention, ice fishing is dangerous. So you want to make sure that you come prepared. It's going to be very cold when you're out there. So, you want to bring a tent to have on there. A heater is a good idea. Also some other safety equipment. Good idea to wear a life jacket just in case you go under. Have a rope with you and ice picks that can help dig you out of there.
Yeah,
lot of
modern
good
day
stuff
ice
there.
fishing, it's like fishing in style, some of these people. You don't have to spend all that money, but talking about that, all the information CPW has up on their website. It's really easy to find. Hit up kktv.com, click our Find It tab. I've got a link there with all the details. Again, be safe, go out there, and if you get a big one, send a pic or video our way. Thanks so much, Joey.